Now I lost my train of thought because I'm crazy that way. I can't remember.
Korean sales.
Your sales, I know. What was I gonna say?
You said you want to lose it.
You don't want to lose it. I mean, it's so frustrating to lose it and get it back and lose it and get it back. And you don't want to do that. It's kind of one of those things that we talk about where you're leaving money on the table when you do that. So like, don't, consistently do that. I mean, like, try to make sure that you keep a consistent schedule. This business is way more easier to do when you have a consistent show schedule. Oh shoot, I just had it again and now I lost it again. Jesus. Oh, God, what was it? Oh, what was it? I'll think of it again. It'll be like in the middle of the night and then I will message you guys. So it's just like, be consistent. That's the biggest part of this, is that consistency part of it. It just makes so much more sense for you to keep consistent. I think too, if you don't keep consistent with your business, I think that you start to lose touch with what's going on in the company too. And I mean, I felt that this year, I haven't lost touch, but like, I just was overwhelmed because of like my health issues, then trying to get myself back into the game. It's hard. Like if you miss out on a couple of stir recipe or articles and stuff like that, it's hard to kind of get yourself back going. So just remember, it's super important. So we're super excited for you, Melanie. That's awesome. So enjoy your raise. And if anybody has any questions about that, let me know. Okay. Okay. All right. So we're going to go on to our recognition for the month. And so October, for the whole organization, our September sales were $34,406.08. And we had, no, we did not have, didn't change the recruits. We had one recruit. October sales goal, I'm putting at 57,000 though, because we did a little bit under that last year. And I feel like we're really getting into the rage of the holiday season. So I think we can do that. And I'm setting us a recruiting goal for 15. We did 12 last year. So I think 15 is doable. Last year we did 56,214.27 and we had 14 recruits. So I think we can, if we put it at one more, I think we can do it. So, and our year-to-date organizational sales is 458,603.59. So awesome job. We're on track to beating our overall sales last year, which is incredible if you think about the year we had last year with we were in so much higher in sales to begin with. And the fact that we're so close to that right now, I'm excited because I mean, this year was definitely not as big as last year. It was still great. Don't get me wrong, but there was a difference for sure. So, which I mean, I think we all expected that. So that is where we're going. So Sarah, you can go next here.
Okay. So for Team Soar, unfortunately, none of my girls are on tonight. So, but my top three were Connie Hess, yay girl. She's been messaging me back and forth and her consistency is coming way up. So super proud of her. She had 403.78. Patty Washburn, which has always been in my top three, almost since she started. Again, very consistent. She had 1159.11. And Lisa Fuel had 2,057.55. So she earned her kit back in her first 30 days. She is doing amazing. She's already booking parties and hosting parties on her own. So it was a good month. I set an October sales goal for, our team sales were 10,065.14. No recruits. So we need to start with that big ask again, myself included. And I set an October sales goal for 12,000 and 4 recruits.
Nice job.
Thank you. Thanks, ladies.
Nice job, guys. Okay. So Brandy's up next. Brandy, I forgot to ask you what your goal is, so I left it the same as last month.
That's okay. I was thinking about that today. I'm like, I never.
That was
got
my
any
bad.
goals.
My brain doesn't work right now.
So yes, we had Buffy who had 170, and she's already this month blown that out of the water. She's starting off great. Tori, same thing. She had 243, and I think she's already off to a good start this month. And then Miss Domini, who's always been my rock star, she had the 4,201. And then she is already, I think, over 1,000. Am I right, Domini?
Yeah, I think she is. I think I saw that today.
Yeah, I am.
You go, girl.
Good job. Scaling up. So yes, our team sales were the 5,485, and then goal for next 1,000 with 4 recruits, hopefully.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yep, that's what
Good
we're gonna
job,
do.
guys.
Yep, nice job, everybody. And just remember, like with recruiting, we really need to get back to remembering that it's just a conversation that we're having with people. You always need to make it about them and think about what could Pampered Chef do for them. So anytime you're chit-chatting with a host, anytime you're chit-chatting with back and forth with a customer, questions that they ask can gear you to think, maybe this could be for them. So think about all those kinds of things that come up in conversations and just kind of chat about it. Like Sarah said, and just don't be scared to ask. I go back to the waitress story. If a waitress comes up after you ordered a plate of fries and she asked you if you wanted ketchup with your fries, would you be offended? You would not be offended by that. So somebody is not going to be offended by you asking them if you want to give this a try. They're not going to look at it like that. If you start making it about you and say things like, oh, well, if I get a recruit this month, I get blah, 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 then it's going to be about you. So if you're thinking about, I heard that, you're looking for, I saw on Facebook that you posted that you were looking for a part-time job. You've had lots of parties with me. Is this ever been something that you've been thinking about or ever thought about doing, Pampered Chef? This could be a great part-time income for you. Just make it about them, and then it doesn't seem like it's pushy or selfish at all, okay? So that's the big thing to remember. Okay, so my team, for my personal team, I'm giving you guys an October sales goal of 22,000 and a recruiting goal of 7 recruits. My top 3 in sales were Lori Reitz with 2,294.20. Nice job, Lore. Yay. And then Brandy Holcomb had 3,636.70. Good job. Awesome, Brandy. And then Kathy Pingle had 4,180.15. So nice job, you guys. You did amazing. So there was 1 recruit for our team. And then our September sales were 15,948.81. Okay, so then your amazing director team stats. We have Brandy with $871.40. Sarah Cooter had 5,849.05. And I was lucky to pull off 1,680.10 last month. So I did get 6 subscriptions. So that was pretty cool. And that really that helped a lot last month for me. I was flailing last month. So thanks everybody for working so hard for your teams. We appreciate you so much. Okay, so I'll do the activity bonus tomorrow. I've got that on my list to do. And then, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. And then I gotta go. I need to get to the next slide here. There we go. Okay, so again, I talk about this every month, but we are doing Saturday success strategies. So it's like our new consultant onboarding system that we use. It's something that you can rely on to be there every single week. It's a time that you can be on the phone with your director too, or a director on the team, or a director in our org. And even if you're not a new consultant, it's a great time to just get a refresher if you need something, and every week. So if you've got new recruits coming on, you want to make sure that they know that this is very important in their training process. This is going to be the best way that we can train them. We are going to be changing the trainings up a little bit over the course of the next month or so to kind of implement table into the training as well, because some people are going to want to start using table. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. It said I was unstable again. So every Saturday on rotation, we'll bring at 8 a.m. We'll stay on the phone as long as up to 9 o'clock. I don't want to keep anybody so crazy, and you can always jump off at any time. But like I said, it's always a time too that you have a director's attention that you can ask questions to. Okay. And if for some reason you have a new recruit and they're not able to get on those calls, it's not exactly the same, but I do have a series of videos recorded that people can watch for that. Okay, so it's basically the same type of thing. Okay, so this is what we're going to talk about next, and we're going to go on to share with you what Sarah and I have been thinking about doing. So I wanted to read this to you guys again. This was something that was introduced to us a few years back by the amazing Claire Dolger. She's an executive director from Cottage Grove, Wisconsin. And she was my hospitality director for years, and I just absolutely adore Claire. And she has done amazing things in her business, and I just really, really look up to her. She wrote this out, and I think it's so awesome. And I think it's something that we just need to hear once in a while. So think of the word decide. So what we want you to do with Pampered Chef is we want you to decide to try the business, decide to be successful in your first 90 days, decide to promote to director, decide to be paid at your level. And I mean like every single month to be paid at your level. Decide to earn a trip. Decide to promote to an upper level. Decide. Then decide to succeed if it is right for you, and you will earn amazing rewards. If it's not for you, what have you lost? Nothing. You have gained confidence to try something new and step out of your comfort zone. And along the way, you will have inspired others to follow in your footsteps. So that's one of those things. I'm going to just open it back up to you guys for a second here so I can see your faces. How did that make you feel when I read that? Can you guys hear me, or am I froze?
No, we can hear you.
Okay. Did that
makes you feel good.
resonate to anybody? Like, I'm sorry, go ahead.
It makes you feel, it's fine. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel like you want to do it. There's other people in the same boat as you who want to do those things, and we're all going to do it at a different time. It's not like you have to do it right now.
No.
But when you get there, you'll decide to get there.
And it's a big thing to make a decision to decide. Sarah, do you want to just share what happened with you last night? What you got to do last night?
Oh, so I was picked. There was one of 10 people. I got to hop on a Zoom meeting with a national executive director. They always call themselves NEDs. April Schillig. I always want to say Schilling, but it's Schillig. And it was pretty cool to be able to be like in that small of a group with a national executive director. Now, April was in mine and Kelly's position in 2018. So she was an advanced director.
And she was an advanced director for years.
Yes. I think she said 7 years.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought it was close to 10.
Yeah, I thought she said 7.
Yep.
And then she just decided that why can't I do this? Like, I can do this, and I just need to decide, and I need to take the actions, and I need to hold myself accountable. it was pretty cool. She talked a lot about the why. She was the one that inspired me when I had watched a video from her on having my team look maybe at exploring their why, because your why changes. And even when you think you kind of know your why, a lot of times that really isn't your hardcore why. So, you know, it was pretty interesting to hear, you know, her talk about her why and how you can get to your why, and not giving up and not booking, or not telling yourself that you can't get bookings and all of these things, because that negative mindset is not going to get anywhere. So yeah, it was pretty neat.
Yep. It's amazing. And, you know, everybody's different. Like Dom just said, like Claire, for instance, it took her 20 some years to get to executive director. And then we have people in this company that it took them 2 years to be a national executive director. 2 years. Like I can't even fathom that. So, but they decided this is what they were going to do. So I did put on the team page a little Google form. It's different than the one that's in Dash. It's just a Google form that I created actually a few years ago. So I would love for you to fill that out if you're interested in wanting more from your business. And if you're really, really struggling when you're filling that out to figure out what your why is, I do have a like little itty bitty, it's not even a big deal. It's like a course you can take. It was from Dave Hollis about how to find your why. So if anybody needs that, sometimes it's just, you might not just be thinking about it in enough depth and asking yourself all the questions that you should be asking. So that can help you, because when you really figure out what your true why is, that's when magical things can really happen. So I would love for you guys to fill that out so we can look over that with you, and for you guys to kind of just have like a little bit of clarity at what you're looking at as far as your business goes right now. And then starting next, I think we're going to go with Mondays for now. Starting next Monday, we are going to do a course for 6 weeks called 6 Weeks to Success. And so we would love for you to participate in it. It's something where you need to be on the calls, and there's a little bit of homework that you have to do every week, and then you have to contact your director. The last couple of times I've done this, I've done it where you could set up a coaching call with me too, and we could talk through everything, but some people's schedules are crazy. So you know, just talk with your director on how it's going to work best for you. But we just kind of feel like we need to get back a little bit to the core of everything. And this course is going to get you to understand things like having the skills and the will and the belief to have and do anything you want in this business. That's Judy Joel always says that, you know, you can be, have, or want anything from this business. You can do that. And you know, why not you? Why not now? So we want you guys to be inspired. We want you guys to move forward. I'm looking at this as like, you know, this is the last 90 days of the year. And I want you guys to come out with January 1st being like, bam, 2022 is going to be amazing. Because sometimes we get all too lost in December, and Sarah will vouch for it. That last January, she was good, but she had like 2 Januaries in a row that were awful for her. She'll admit it. Like, she was like, I didn't do what I needed to do to be prepared for January. So I want you guys to have an awesome whole entire winter selling season leading you into the spring. So then your spring season will start off with a bang too. So I think this is going to help. This is a series that we have not done for several years. Some of you, I'm sure, weren't even in the business the last time we did this. So I think it's going to be a new and refreshing thing for you to hear. And it's just one of those things, even for me, that I'm like, oh, I kind of forgot about that. It's just a great refresher for everybody. So I think it would be amazing. So fill that out. And then I will get, over the course of the next couple of days, I'll get the details out about the class. And the classes are usually they're just like 30 minutes on a Zoom call. So it's not that long at all. So let me see here.
April said something last night that resonated with me because I kind of thought I knew my why. And I think I even have to explore my why deeper, because she said your why should make you cry.
Mm-hmm.
And if your why does not make you cry, then you have to dig deeper, because there's something else there that just you aren't exposing.
Yep. And I've heard that several times from people, and not even just in direct sales. I've heard it from, the one that I can think of the most recent that I've actually learned about was Jamie Lee McKearns that spoke to us at conference, and her book, Believe It. Like, she talks about it in there so many times. I mean, she was told so many times no on her makeup line. And she believed so much that this is what she was meant to do, like I said, it pretty much made her cry. So if you guys have not read that book yet, you need to read it. It's amazing. And I didn't even read it. I listened to it on audio. I do that with a lot of books. So it was awesome if you didn't read it yet. So
I was just going to say,
what's that?
Oh, I was just going to say, Kelly, that book is awesome and it really does help.
It does, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm glad you liked it. I say Brandy had asked for a suggestion like a month or so ago, and I said, start with this one. Another one that I would highly recommend that way, I'm not really digging what's going on in their personal lives and stuff right now, but I still like what, Rachel, what are you doing? Dang.
Oh my God, what is wrong with him?
Okay, go away.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Oh my God.
Poor, sorry.
He has issues.
He was doing some more decorating outside. Jesus.
Oh Lord.
So I love, it really helped me, the Girl Wash Your Face and Girl Stop Apologizing books. It was just, even though, things are different in their lives right now, I still really like the core of what she was trying to get across in those books. I'll post another couple of them too that are just really good reads that way for just inspiration and kind of helping with that kind of stuff. Okay. So I'll post a couple more that I really like. All right. So should I just go ahead and post that course about getting to your why more? I'll just post it. It's got it'll take you to a website, and there's some pages you can print off to do and stuff too. And it kind of helps you with that. So I'll do that. Okay. So let's see here. All right. So 6 weeks to success. And then once we're done with 6 weeks to success, we are going to go right into the Own Your Road to Success series. So if you get through the 6 weeks to success and you really are inspired and you want to continue, we are going to want you to do that series with us too. So this will take us all the way up to the week before Christmas. So I feel like that you will give you just an amazing setup for 2022. Okay. So I'm excited about it. I think it's a really good time. It's going to help. I think doing some of the lessons that are in here, it's going to help you stay focused on your business and just really have a successful fall selling season. And I love this. This is another book, Rory Vaden. He's got Procrastinate on Purpose and Take the Stairs. Those are two amazing books. And one of the quotes that he says is, success is never owned. It is rented, and the rent is due every day. And I think that is such a powerful statement. You have to work. I mean, yes, our jobs are flexible, but they're not optional. You've got to work your business. And that's where, like I was saying earlier, be consistent. That's the best thing that you can do for yourself in this business, is just be consistent. And like I said, decide. All right. Okay. So couple of dates here. We're going to do recipe night on the 20th here. My kitchen looks amazing. It's not completely done yet, but it's pretty much done, that I've got my appliances and stuff. So recipe night we'll do on the 20th. And then the Zoom meeting for the team meeting will be on November 3rd. I'm not sure if next month we'll do a recipe night, just because like normally when that lands, that's like the week of Thanksgiving. And I think things are just going to be getting a little bit crazy for everybody. So we might hold off on recipe nights again until like January then, because December is equally as crazy. And as many of you know, I'm getting married on New Year's Eve, so I'm going to be a little bit busy too. So I'm going to have some crazy stuff going on, but there is, I'm going to post it. Julie Ritter, one of our executive directors in Pam's organization, she's out in Arizona, and she posted something about like working with your team and coming up with different ideas to like make the rest of the year successful with different shows and different things that you could do. So I'm going to put it in a post on the team page, and I'm going to see if we can kind of just get kind of like some play back and forth of people putting ideas. So she kind of broke it down into November, December, and January. And I really liked the way she did it. Like, this is just kind of an example. So November bookings, you can do a turkey trimming Facebook party. You could do a DIY Black Friday sale. Then we'll have home office Cyber Monday. So just kind of to give you an idea of some different things to be thinking about. So I will put a post out about this, and we'll try to bounce some ideas off of each other. Because sometimes somebody has an amazing idea, and then, you know, especially like Melanie, for instance, she's out in Utah, and, you know, Patty's in, is it Pennsylvania? I don't even, New York, is it? New York. And we've got Becky Essex, she's in Pennsylvania. Connie's in Arizona. You know, people are around. So like they might have heard of something in their area that might be different than what we're doing here. And so I love being able to bounce everything off of people. So, you know, usually turkey trots are usually pretty popular at this time of year. I don't know if I'm going to do it this year. But I used to do always in the month of November is I would do a make your own pie workshop. It was like, so then you could freeze, like would be the filling, and you could freeze the filling. So people would come and do the workshop, and they'd bring their own apples. And then I'd have all the tools for them and all of the spices for them to put their apples into a Ziploc bag to take them home. So then whenever they were ready to make their pies for the holidays, they just took the filling out of the freezer the night before and dumped it in their pie crust. And it's an awesome way to do pies. So like that's something different. So we'll just brainstorm and see if we can come up with some fun ideas. Okay. I thought that would be a good thing to do. Okay. So does anybody have any questions so far? No? Okay. All right. I'm going to stop sharing this, and I'm going to go back to my share and get on this. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna go to our home office stuff. So first off, what do you guys think of those holiday products?
I'm thrilled the spices and vanilla are back.
I know. The cinnamon and the vanilla are always a huge bonus. I wish they'd just bring them back completely, but honestly, I think it's kind of an intriguing thing to just have it in the fall. You know what I mean? The scraper, I've already sold several of the scrapers. I had people that were on my list that were specifically wanting the ones with the bamboo handles. They didn't care what they said on them, but like this one girl, she contacted me and she's like, I have one forky scraper left. I need a couple more. And I'm like, we don't have that one anymore. And then I was so excited when these came back out. So I already got some orders for those. And I'm excited about the milk pot. I'm so excited about that. Like, I can't wait to make homemade hot chocolate in it. Even though I've made hot chocolate in the blender and it's awesome in the blender, I'll still have fun making it this way. So I'm excited about that little pot. I saw Yvonne Matson, she's a national executive director now from Wausau, Wisconsin. Yvonne was making a salted caramel sauce in it on her Facebook stories. I think it was yesterday. And I was like, ooh, good idea. So I'm excited about that. So let's see here. Okay, so home office news. So this is Heritage Month. So every October, we celebrate the anniversary of the first Pampered Chef party Doris Christopher held on October 15th, 1980. And we pay homage to our most loved products and founding beliefs. This is the time we can turn to others to refuel ourselves and embrace the community that supports us. You got this. So does anybody here know the story of what happened the night that Doris Christopher did her first cooking show? I know Sarah knows it. Anybody else remember it? So some of you guys are new and may have not heard it. So she decided to come up with this company. She used a $3,000, she cashed out a life insurance policy to start Pampered Chef and just went in good faith that this was going to work. She wanted to stay home with her kids. She was a home ec teacher and just really wanted to be home with her kids. So she started Pampered Chef, and then the night on October 15th, she had to go and do her first cooking show, and it was storming so bad out. And she got halfway up the road and almost turned around and went back home. She was so terrified. And I sit and I think to myself to this day, what would my life be like if Doris Christopher would have turned her car around and came home that night? What would I be doing? So I'm so thankful that she created this company and she gave it her all and she did it scared and just went ahead and did it. And that was her at the night of her first party, that picture. And look at the fun. I always love to look at the fun products she had to start out. And the chicken that's up on the top there, that's what our first logo was. It was the chicken sitting on the chef's hat. So yeah, it's pretty inspiring. So who would have thought that, 41 years later, her company would be still flourishing like it is, like it is today. So, so that's awesome. So, that's something that you can share with. And first things that she were making, the big item that she had that was different than anything out there was the pizza stone. So that's why they decided this month, to do the pizza, the pizza kit, but then the $41 anniversary kit too is, it's got a stone in it. So stoneware is, still an amazing thing. And I think that sometimes it takes the back burner to a lot of our other products, and stoneware is such an amazing product. So if you have questions about stoneware, I feel like I can really sell the crap out of stoneware. So if you need, that's something we're going to talk about stones for recipe night this month too. So if you need some tips on how to sell stoneware, let me know and I can help you with that. Okay. Come on, flip to the next. Doesn't want to flip to the next side, guys. Hold on. I hate PowerPoint compared to Google. Seriously, why won't it flip? All right, I'm going to stop sharing and go back to and try it again here. Oh, now it's just spinning. My goodness. Oh my God. Oh, I hate technology most of the time. Can you see it?
No.
I mean, can you guys see my screen?
Oh yeah, it's just
Okay.
stuck on Doris.
All right, well, okay. We'll see if it keeps coming, but I think I'll open you guys up. So I'm trying to think of what some of the other stuff is that's on there. So we've got our stoneware and rock crock sale this month for hosting for 60% off. The other thing too, I just want to mention about that is, has everybody looked at the flyer to see what all is included in that sale, because it's not all pictured on the front of the flyer. So I just want you guys to make sure, because I had somebody that wanted the slow cooker stand or the set actually. And she's like, oh, but when you posted the picture and you're in the party, it wasn't on there. And I said, I think it is though. And I went and looked and it's on there. So just make sure that you know what's all included in that special, and think about those people that have bought stoneware from you or have bought rock crocs from you, and see if you can book some parties just based on, there's a lot of really funny images going around too about being stoned. Are you stoned? Stuff like that, like super there. I've seen some really funny marketing, or not on Pampered Chef, but like on some of the images group. So there's some cute things that you can do about it. And, you know, maybe if you're needing bookings this month, you know, do something on your VIP page or on your stories or on Facebook this week, and post different things about stoneware all week. What the ribbon pattern on the back of the stone means and all that stuff. There's lots of stuff out there. You can find videos to post and stuff like that. So do that. Let me see if it's switched now. Nope, my slide just will not. Okay. And then our guest special this month is pizza cutter and, gosh, my mind.
Utility knife.
Thank you. Pizza cutter and utility knife. So who can't use that as a good gift or something, even if they already have it? So, you know, and make sure that you're talking to people when they're close on your parties. And I think, if I remember correctly, either I read it in Stir or I saw it on the slides here, that there is a pizza themed table party out there now.
Yeah.
So, and I know Sarah will I'll have Sarah, because you have it saved, right, Sarah, that YouTube video from Holly?
Yes, I posted it on the Team Bandwagon page.
You did? Okay. So
Yes.
There is a video from Holly, her name is, and she's a consultant from Pennsylvania. She did it's long. I'm going to tell you it's long, but it's like an hour and a half, but it's a video about table from like start to finish. And it's like incredible. So Sarah said it helped her like so much. And so if you're really wanting to jump into table, because I'm not quite there yet, I'm feeling more comfortable now that I've seen some stuff more. But Dawn on Lori Reitz's team, she just jumped in and just started table. And is her party going good this week, Lori? Or did she do it all right? I can't remember now if that was last week.
It closes tonight.
Oh, that's right.
It's over $1,000. So it's a shared rewards party. So her very first party she's doing totally on her own is a table party and a shared rewards party.
Wow.
Yep.
She's rocking it.
Yep. And the biggest thing with table is you have to just like completely, it is not Facebook. You have to just take everything that you know about doing a virtual party and just go and throw it out the door, because it's not anywhere near the same. We don't have to worry about engagement.
Right. But the secret is getting the people to come back. So the way she's doing it is with games.
Okay.
You know, to come back the next day to participate, and it sounds like her people are coming back.
Well, that's good.
Every day.
Okay.
So each day she's doing a game, Maury?
Pretty much. And
Okay.
like you know, the alphabet game that you do, name a food that try to get through A through Z. So what she did is something like the person that gets to P gets a prize. So it was encouraging people to at least get.
You said the person that gets to pee. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. Sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, it gets to pee. That's funny. I don't know why she picked P, but that's what she did. But
Little baby steps.
Yep. So yeah. So, but you have to definitely just take Facebook out of the mix. And after Facebook was down for a bazillion hours yesterday, you're just like, ah.
I did not even know it was down.
Well, I was like trying to do some messaging and stuff. And so I'm like, why are my messages just sitting there? Like, it was so weird. And then like, I just thought it was my internet. That's what I thought. And then like 2 hours went by and I was trying to do something else. And then I'm like, okay, something's weird now. And then I logged on to Consultants Corner and they had a message on Consultants Corner. So that's how I knew then, because they weren't really saying anything about it on the news at that time. They didn't start saying about it on the news till later in the evening. So, but yeah, so it's just like one more reason to not want to have to deal with Facebook. So, yeah, and Holly will also talk about, hi, go away. Holly will also talk about too, that when she gets in a bind and people aren't jumping on, that's when she will set up a group on Facebook just to try to, but how does she call it, Sarah? She calls it the Facebook portal or something.
Gateway or something.
Gateway, the Facebook gateway. But she's like, I highly recommend that you don't do it if you don't have to. Like, she's like, that's like your last resort. Like, just try to. Go ahead.
She said that it really didn't make a difference.
No, it's not making a difference.
Jumped into that gateway group and still nobody ordered.
And I can tell you from, I think it's been 3 summers ago now, when we had huge problems with people getting put in Facebook jail. We were using, it was called Squee. So it was kind of a similar concept. It was just any direct selling company could use it though. That was probably my biggest frustration, was getting people to join the group. So that's what we were doing. We were being encouraged to still set up a group on Facebook, but it wasn't helping either. So I can see exactly why, because it's just too confusing. So your host needs to be very involved with you. They need to understand that their contact with their friends is super important. It's host coaching is what table is. Okay. And Sarah and I also have got our boards accounts set up. So that's an app that we can use, and we can share, we can share our board with you. So we can share a host coaching outline. We can share all sorts of different things. And then Sarah's a little bit farther ahead than me. The other one is Project Broadcast. You might have been hearing some consultants that have been using that for a while now. Project Broadcast is going to help you with like your follow-up with like 2x2x2. It is a service that you have to pay for. Boards is free. The same thing could be done with boards, but there's a little bit more of a reason to do it with Project Broadcast. And so when we get a little bit more familiar with it, then we'll probably do a training and kind of familiarize others with it as well. But I think it could be a really useful tool. So Sarah, do you want to tell what you did yesterday with it?
So there's no.
Go ahead.
Sorry, there's no training for the boards yet.
Other than what we had at that conference.
Yeah.
Do you mean?
Yeah, we weren't included in that part.
Oh, that one was on Saturday.
Oh,
That's right. We'll find something for you guys. There's got to be a YouTube or something. We'll find it. I'll ask Holly and Caitlin about it.
Yeah, the boards is nice because it's free and you can have, it's like for me, I put a lot of my stuff in notes. If you're an iPhone user, I dump, basically what boards is what I use my notes for. But with boards, having it in boards, it's way easier to get it like to a text or to a Facebook group, and you can share boards. Like Kel did something the other day and she sent me her board. So now I have her board. So it's nice that way. I personally haven't done a ton with my boards yet. Just where my mindset was is I need to get better with my follow-up. I am a terrible follow-up 2x2. I'm terrible with it. I've always been terrible with it. And so I needed to do something with that. And I jumped on Project Broadcast. But I needed to, before I just started like sending these 2x2s, I needed people to realize like, this is a real number. This is a real person. So
Project Broadcast gives you your own phone number for your business.
Yeah.
So it can be like your business line.
Yep. So I'm going to switch all of my stuff now. People will not have my private number. I'm going to only have my Project Broadcast number, and that's how people will get a hold of me. And like I said, there's a cost, but for me, it's going to be such a huge time saver. I'm still working on my 2x2 thing because it's a little more involved, and I have to have time to sit and like study it and research it, because there's like training right in there with it.
Yes.
Like, literally it walks you through everything. But there's something called a not a template.
A tag, is it?
A what?
A tag?
No.
What was it called? I know what you're talking about.
Dang it. Anyways, it's basically you can set up your 2x2 or 2 week or 2 week, 2 day, 2 week, 2 month. And you set it up as what's called a drip. So it's all automated. So you put a number in and it knows whether to send them the 2 day, whether to send them the 2 week, when to send them the 2 month. So you don't have to keep putting them all in for each one. I don't know. Like I said, I have to still figure that out, but you like dump the number in one spot, and based on the dates, it will automate it for you. But yet when they answer, it comes back to you with their name. So you know who it is. Like right now, I'll send out a text message, right? Like, thank you for your order, blah, blah, blah. It's a phone number. So unless I create a contact for every single person, when they private message me in 3 weeks, I have no idea who it is. So this broadcasting is, it's going to be phenomenal. I have 2,500 contacts. So it was pricey for me to do what I did. You all don't have to do that. It was just something I wanted to do. What I did is I just sent out a blurb saying, hey, it's Sarah here, your Pamper Chapter gal. I have a new business number. Please leave this number. This is how you will get in contact with me and in the, for any future needs. And then I said, thank you for supporting my business. I really appreciate you. Have you heard the new holiday products just came out? Would you like a catalog link to check them out? And then it says there something about, I can't remember how exactly I worded it. I can like share it with you guys, but it was something about like hint, there may be a free gift involved or something like that. So I sent that. You can literally take all of your contacts from Pampered Chef, dump them into Project Broadcast, and it automated this. So all I did is set the date and the time, and they go only every 5 seconds. So literally it was like an all day process yesterday. That was the bad part, is literally my whole day yesterday was answering Project Broadcast, because it's like getting text messages from, how many ever people. Right now, I think like 200 like unsubscribed or said they don't want text messages from me. So that's perfect, because then I don't have to worry about reaching out to them. But so many people said, oh, hey, Sarah, good to hear from you. Yeah, I'd love to see the catalog link. And I have 2 orders so far, totaling, think it was like $240 and 2 parties booked so far.
Totally worth it. And even just using boards, that was how I got 6 subscriptions to Taste Buds. With just the message I sent out from boards, I put a post on my VIP page, and I put a post on my personal page on Facebook. And then using boards is how I was able to quickly respond to them, because I had it all set up, and boom, 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 I could just respond. It was amazing. So it's like the same type of thing. So that's it. So in all your phone calls, like it knows to, like, if they call you on that project broadcast phone number, it'll forward it to your cell phone or whatever phone. So it's not like you have like another line set up in your house or something. It's just like it forwards it to know to call you there.
And I did set up my verbiage that I did send back when they said, yes, I'd love to see the catalog link. Cause that is then when I said, awesome, thank you. And then that's when I said, here is a link to both the fall catalog and the holiday products. And here are my 2 gifts for you. And I gave them 2 different gift options. One was to place an order. And I would include a free gift with their order. And then the other one is, if you host a party with me, October, November, or December, or a $200 party with me in October, November, or December, I will give you $25. I don't remember if I said a $25 product or $25 in free product or something like that. So either way, I mean, I don't care, because I'm trying to really just book the heck out of this next 3 months. I know for a fact that's what's going to bring me into January and February.
Yep.
So, it was a little bit costly because I have so many contacts.
Yeah, I have over 4,000 in mine after I merged them all.
Yep. So it's a lot.
It's gonna be a lot of money, but
so
you like, yeah.
But I will tell you, the other day, this is what I finally just decided. That is it. I am hopping on Project Broadcast. I had a party. I mean, it was a great party. It was like $1,600 party, but she had, I think, 15 guests that ordered. So literally texting and trying to follow up with 16 people to thank them, to try to get bookings, to all of that. And I spent so much time doing that I thought, okay, this is one party, right? With 15 people. So I'm like, I need to find a different way to make this our time, better for my time. I need a better use of time, because it was just too much for me. And that's why, like, my 2x2x2, I'm really good on the front end, but then it like peters out. So when you can schedule it in Project Broadcast and it automates it, you don't have to do anything. It will automatically, because you set up when you want those texts to go out. So it's going to be fantastic. I'm so excited about it.
Yeah. So once we learn, once we are able to grasp a little bit more of stuff here, then we'll schedule like a night to do like a training. Yes. And we'll talk about it and stuff. And then anybody that wants to jump on, then we can kind of, then we'll be better able to help. So, and Caitlin and Holly have been using it for a long time out in Pennsylvania. So they've been fantastic with answering questions for me so far too. Okay. So yeah, well, since my slides are still not working, did anybody have any questions? Otherwise, I'll just let you guys off for tonight. And then I'll get working on getting all that info out for 6 weeks to success. Anybody? Okay.
How is everybody's bookings looking for the next, like for October or November or anything? Anyone?
I've got 2 for October.
Nice.
And I 1 or 2 for November.
Awesome.
Perfect.
And people like Melanie and Kathy and Brandy, now what you guys need to do is you've been in business for about a year. You need to start going back to all those hosts that had a party with you at this time last year and say, hey, your 10% discount is about to expire. Would you like to rebook so you can keep your discount? Okay.
Actually, one of the ones I'm doing for this month is one that I held, I think it was probably my 56th party in
Awesome.
last year.
Awesome.
Yay.
Yeah. So
Yes,
just,
that-
don't
that-
forget
that's
to think
exactly
about,
what
because
it
I
is.
have hosts that rebook with me year after year after year after year. So don't ever discount that. Maybe they won't want to this, this time, but always think back.
Well, I talked to Randy Cox and Patty both about, this is their, it's Paper Chef's 41st anniversary, plus it's their 1-year anniversary.
Right.
So
Mhm.
leverage that.
Yep,
Like-
leverage it. Use it to your advantage. Give away some prizes. Another fun
Yep.
thing to do is on October 15th next week is to go live and talk about the business opportunity and maybe do a quick little demo on Facebook or something, or in your VIP group, and just it gives you an opportunity. Use a stone and talk about the business and what it's done for you, especially for the people that started in October. That's a really good thing to say. Okay.
Is Diana still on?
Yep.
Diana is doing a table party.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm super excited about that.
Well, if you get stuck, call Dawn.
Right? Well, she had messaged me and I'm like, I haven't even done much with it. I'm not a great resource for you right now, but
No,
this is what
yeah.
I know. This is what I found out. And then I kind of referred to that video. I am telling you, you guys, that video, I mean, you all know me. Like, I am not one to sit for an hour and 40 minutes to do anything. Well, unless it's drinking wine. But anyways, I sat through the entire video and I had my laptop and then I watched her on my phone. And as she did it, I did it. So I could stop her and then I could do what she was doing and then start her again. And that was the furthest I had been able to get from, I did dance training. I did a conference training. I could not get to that point that she got me to. So that's why I was like, this was the best training that I've seen so far. I mean, it's a little long, but it's because she's literally walking you through, here's what you do. Click on this, insert this. This is where you post this. This is where you put this. And that is what I needed. Like, I needed somebody to literally walk me through every single thing.
Yeah. Oh,
I did watch it today at work. I watched half of it and it was good. It's just a little, I mean, to be honest, like, I only started at the end of January. So my first party was the end of February. And I mean, I just sat here and I counted, like, just learning Pampered Chef, like learning Consultants Corner, learning Dash, Facebook, the Cinch Share, table, boards, Linktree, project broadcast now. Like, it is overwhelming for a brand new person. Like, how do I focus on all the technology when I really just want to do parties? And so I've already told my customer that, that I'm doing this party for. Oh yeah, we have this wonderful new platform. She's like, great, let's do that. And then I was like, shit, I have nothing set up. So I'm totally winging it. And I'm just hoping she goes with it okay, because I told her it's brand new. Like, I don't know. I'm just hoping I can figure it out okay.
Yeah, and it is overwhelming when there's a lot of technology, Diana. I mean, don't discount that. We know that. But if you are somebody for sure that wants to move forward in your business and grow your business and maybe do this like as a full-time gig.
But being a brand new person, like, I don't want to like move forward. I want to work my business. Like, there's been so much new stuff. Like, how do I work my business when there's like all this stuff like here, this is up and better and growing. Like right now, I'm not focused on getting to be director. Right now, I'm focused on doing my parties and having successful parties.
Yeah, and that's totally fine. And just do what you've got to do. And I will tell you, in my 20 years with Pampered Chef, this year, I've never, ever, ever, ever seen them introduce so much new stuff. It's mind-boggling to me. So,
I should fill out that form on my why, right? Didn't I just say my why?
Right. And that's the thing, is that's where too, that's why we need to know what your why is, because we want to be able to guide you in the way that you want to run your business. And if you don't want to use Project Broadcast, if you don't want to use boards, we're just trying to give you options that make life easier. You know what I mean? But if you don't want to do that or spend the money, you don't have to. We have other resources out there available for you. And that's the great thing about Table, is they already have templates all set up for you. You just have to go in and plug your info into it. And I know so many people that's strictly all they've posted is just what Pampered Chef put in. That's all they've done with their table parties so far.
Yeah.
So
well, Sarah directed me towards that training today, which that training was way better. Like I did Dash last night, and I was like, all right, now what the hell do I do? Like that's way better.
I don't think the Dash training was that great for it.
No. Even conference training, I was like so excited. I was like, okay, I kind of get it, but not really. Like, no. I think that not everybody learns the same.
No, exactly.
I'm very, technology is so intimidating to me. I don't like it. I don't want to do it. And so to jump to a whole new platform when, Facebook is working for me.
Right. That's how I feel too. I've never been in Facebook jail. It's still working for me. So it's hard for me to switch.
Yesterday.
Yeah. So you don't have to switch, but I think eventually it's probably going to be the best thing for everybody if we all go that route. It's just, I'm not quite there. And I would honestly switch. It's just that right now I have way too much with everything else that's going on. So I get it, Diane, and guess what? Here's the thing, Project Broadcast, or maybe even boards, I think could benefit anybody, but Project Broadcast might not be even something you need to even deal with right now.
No, if you're only doing a couple parties a month, probably not.
Yeah, because I have so many people. I have so many customers, and I can't reach out to everybody without spending, 6 hours in a day. And I have 6 hours in a day, but I don't want to spend that doing that. So it's just, it's kind of crazy, but
so at this point too, with my Cint share, that renews next month in November. Is that worth renewing? I guess I don't know that until I use Table.
Well, why don't you, if you're not quite sure which route you want to go yet, don't pay for a whole year. Just switch it to the monthly.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to cancel mine quite yet.
I think so. Yeah.
I'm not going to cancel mine quite yet, but I know a lot of consultants that canceled their Cint share because they're only doing parties on Table now. So they don't need that.
The one thing that I found really helped with the whole Table thing, me getting started with it, I did a mock party and I invited a couple of past hosts. A few of them actually had 2 or 3 parties already with me in the year. And I invited them onto it and ran it for a whole week like I would, normally do it, and asked them for what their feedback was, pros and cons, and took what they have said. And now I'm going to try and implement that into it. A lot of it, which I was really surprised on, was they felt like it was too formal and lost the personal side of it. And they said they'd like to see, normal posts that weren't so professional looking. And they missed the games. Got the games on that you can use, but it doesn't work like games that we use on Facebook.
Yeah.
And that was one of their biggest things, but it was really nice to, be able to compile that list of, okay, well, these are things that they say they don't like, and these are things they say they do like. I was surprised though, I just finished a party and I've got 2 that are getting ready to start. Well, they should have started, but my computer crashed.
Oh no.
So I'm using hubby's laptop. I have no access to anything with all my businesses. It's horrible.
Oh my gosh, that's awful. Oh, well, I'm glad that you just jumped in. And what our plan is once we feel comfortable, we want to do like a mock party within the team is what we'd like to do. Is that the one thing that we'll have to do is everybody has to use a different email than their consultant email, but most of us have more than one. So I don't think that'll be an issue. But that's what we want to do is run like a mock party with the team so we can kind of see how, I think my biggest struggle with it is I can't see what it looks like. And I'm just visual that way. Like I need to look at it. So I want to be able to see what it comes through to them like, you know what I mean? So
I put my husband on it.
Melanie,
So look.
Melanie, Dawn, who's doing her party on the table, her first party, she did it more like Facebook. She took like a lot of my Facebook posts and she put those in. She didn't use the outlines that Pampered Chef created because she thought the same thing. She thought they weren't as fun. And then she used some of the games that were in table, and then but she also did some of her own games like the ABC game and some things like that. So she did a lot of her own stuff to make it look more like a Facebook party because she thought the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, and I will tell you, just even from like when they first started making templates for us for Facebook, like 3 or 4 years ago, I always felt like those were really dry myself. I think that they just have to do it so broad that that's what happens. And then so that's like, here's the outlines, but then I think you have to make it your own, so yeah. So, Lori kind of thought like, she was like, not sure if that was going to work for Dawn, but it's working okay. So, it seems to be working just fine. So
I didn't even realize that you could take things like we're using in Facebook and put them in table.
Sure.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause you just can put in an image, you can put in whatever post you want. Yeah.
So there you go. Like we might be able to, this might be a lot easier than what we're making it.
Yeah. If you want to just use what you use, they do say though, like I still run a 10-day party, it's more like 7 but my pre-posts and stuff like that, but I still call it a 10-day party. Like that might be too long. They're saying that like 5 to 7 is good or 3 to 5 or something like that. So, but maybe it was 5. Yeah. So yeah, so we'll have to see, playing with it and more people giving it a try. We'll see. So yeah, so that's our plan, is to hopefully be able to do a mock party soon. Okay. Sound good. And maybe Dawn can even, Lori, maybe Dawn can even, what are you doing?
Be close.
It's worse than
maybe Dawn can so we can see what it looks like as her Facebook kind of party. Maybe she can like do another one, because then you can like post that same party, if I understand it correctly. And then maybe she can, do like a mock one with the team with how she did it that way. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Yeah. He just took a shower and his clothes are in here. Yeah.
Like I can't concentrate.
That's my man.
You have now half naked men running through, Kelly.
I tell you.
At least we had a towel on. You
There's
never
no
know with that
filter.
guy.
He has no filter.
What is happening here?
Welcome to my world, people.
Dominique, did you get your hair cut?
Me?
Yes.
No.
Dominique.
Oh,
I'm
no.
like
Oh,
actually kind of
absolutely.
growing it out a little. So we'll see.
Oh, so you're just like, it's just down and I can actually see that like you,
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah, usually it's in a
I get it.
ponytail.
I know. Well,
Yeah.
this is me all the time. So I usually put my hair down and people are like, oh my gosh, your hair.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I'll
"Yeah,
probably
I
not like it in like a month though and cut it off again. So anyway. All right. Well, anybody else have anything? Otherwise, we'll let you guys go and we'll work on stuff. And if you need us, let us know. And Saturday morning, I'm running success strategies. And then I will get the information out about Monday's call for 6 weeks to success. But if you want
What
to,
date?
please make sure you do the why.
Oh, talking. Is that Lori?
I mean, what date is that starting?
Oh.
The 6
What?
weeks.
Monday.
This
Yeah.
This Monday?
Yeah. This coming Monday. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm trying to think if there's something else. Oh, don't forget too, if you guys are interested in doing that, I posted that thing too about the, what is it called? Tips from the top or something?
Yes, it's every Wednesday.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday it'll be 7 more weeks. And that's there's like 6 national executives or something, or 8 national executives doing that. So if you need that
And
info again.
tomorrow's is our friend Cheryl Wyatt, who is an amazing recruiter.
Yep.
Absolutely amazing recruiter. And you guys, I'm telling you, she does not have her shit all together. So, I mean, like, she's like us. She's 100% real. She always says like, oh my God, you guys, I don't even know what's happening right now. Like, I don't even know what's going on.
Mhm.
And
She
yet
cracks me up.
she's
Yeah.
a top recruiter. So I would highly suggest jumping on tomorrow night to hear what she has to say, because she just has it. I don't know if it's her wording or her follow-up or what she's exactly doing, but she is not like, like some of what I say, the top recruiters, they're like following this big thing, and she's totally not that person.
No.
But she's always a top recruiter, always. So
What's that called again?
Tips from the top. And I'll,
it's in the consultant scoop,
Okay.
it is?
right? Oh, no.
No, it was
See,
a
I'm getting
Pam thing.
confused. That's the one I was on yesterday.
No, this one is, I think Lori, is that what it's called? Tips from the top? My God.
It is.
Hold on.
It is, and I have written one and I missed it. Or wait,
Yes.
is that
Oh, it's called
it's
like
different.
Fall Success Series.
Oh, yes. Fall Success Series.
And there's a group on it.
So where did you get that information from? I'm sorry.
I put it on the team page the other day. It would have been
Oh, okay.
on the 17th of September.
Okay.
Boys, go out. Now the dogs know how to open doors.
Oh, Lord.
Are
I'll
those
put-
recorded at all?
I'll put that again. I'll put it out there again. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Sound good?
do they record those?
What's that?
Do they record those?
I'm
Daryl, what is wrong with you?
Where do I,
I'm
where do I begin?
I'm trying to have a professional
they're
meeting.
They are
Now he's
recorded,
singing.
and you can find them on the Fall Success Series Facebook group.
Yeah. I will find the link for that. So I'll post it again on the page. Sorry.
Lori, did you say that they're recorded?
I don't know.
Yes,
if they are.
they're recorded. Yes, they're
Oh, okay.
recorded, and you can find them on the Fall Success Series Facebook group.
Perfect, because I missed the first one.
We've only
last
had one so far. There's only
Yes.
been one so
Right.
far.
Yeah, the first
Okay.
one was on
And then
table.
tomorrow
and I
night,
missed it.
second. There was more information on Holly's than what was on last week's.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
So
telling
I
you,
would
that is
watch
the
Holly's
best
thing.
training. Holly's, the one
I
that
wish I
posted
would have
is-
had Holly's. I wish I would have had access to that before I got started.
Yep.
Because a lot of what she goes over is the stuff I struggled
We were
to
struggling
figure out
with,
hard
yeah.
way.
Yes.
Yeah. So
That's
I would
like I
go-
said,
I
it was
would-
the best training that I have seen so far. And for me to be able to stay engaged that long is crazy because I'm total squirrel person. So
Her and her daughter are both very good trainers, though.
yes.
Very good trainers. They very much kept your interest. So I think that'll be super helpful for you guys. So I just posted it on the team page, okay?
Which one?
Alright, thank
The
you.
success series.
Oh, okay.
What is it called? What did I just call
Yeah.
it?
You're right. The Fall Success Series tips
Thank
from the
you.
top.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
all right. I will let you guys go then. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I
Thank you,
appreciate all of
everybody.
you.
Okay,
Thank
thanks.
you.
Bye.
Bye,
Cal.
everybody.